Hello everyone. Yeah, this is your boy again, your coach, One Bicep Plus. As you all know, I'm the great king of boom and crash, and I always work uh, to maintain uh, that that name. So I've been able to dictate something good for you guys again on boom and crash, and this is an amazing strategy on how to dictate spikes on boom and crash using RSI 14. So what we'll be doing on RSI 14 is the same thing we've been doing on our main chart that has not really been working well. So what we'll be doing is drawing support and resistance levels and trend lines. Most times it respects trend lines very well, and once it breaks a trend line on RSI, it has the tendency to buy more. If it is crash and if it is boom, it will have the tendency to sell more, at least to the next support or resistance level. So right now, let us test this one. You can see now I'm drawing a resistance level on crash 1000 index. um um and if you check the main chart also, you can see that it is approaching my SMA 50 there also, so that's another confirmation for the spike. So note, every strategy has take profit and stop loss. So once the spike occurs, you close your trading profit, and if it breaks that level, maybe 2 or 3 4, or let's say maximum 5 candles after your entry, then you got to leave the market. So another thing to note when using this strategy is check higher time frames. If you want to catch spikes on crash, check higher time frames if it's not on a major support level or on a strong support level, because if crash is on a strong support level or on a support zone and you are trying to catch a spike there, that might be very. So let's enter for this spike now. Okay, so back to what I was discussing. So if you're trying to catch a spike on a support level on crash on higher time frames like 30 minutes, you can see that on 30 minutes now, according to this 30 minutes, the market might still sell at least up to this trend line or back to this green zone. So it doesn't really have any support level here. Can you see that? So it doesn't really have strong support level over there. So check higher time frames and be sure that, and then also check higher time frames also if the market, for example, if you are catching on crash, check if the market will still sell more. You see, maybe when the market was still around this area, when it was still dropping, it will have been so much more easier to catch spikes here with the strategy. Then the third thing to check is when crash is on its resistance level or a resistance zone. Maybe on this zone now, you can still catch your spikes on this zone. The same thing for boom 1000 or boom 500, either of the two. So if it's on the support level, if boom is on the support level, can catch spikes here easily with that strategy, or maybe when it's still moving up like this and it has not gotten to a resistance zone or level. So let's check back our crash 1000. Okay, it is yet to spike. Now you can see that it has broken that resistance. So as this one keeps going, I'll close it after 5 candles if the spikes doesn't occur. So I'm going to close it after 5 candles. Let me check crash 500. Now this one is on a strong buy currently on, oh shit. Okay, for example, let's say maybe that spike occurred on a notable resistance level. It has not gotten to this one. Let's see, let's check. Okay, can you see? So at it's been, I've drawn this support, this resistance level rather. So can you see these two resistance levels? This one and this one, the same thing. So if I have drawn that before and I'm trying to use that one to catch that spike, I would have caught this one. Do you see that? So also you can also use trend line. You can use trend line. So let me check the previous spikes where it has respected trend line very well. I'm still trying to check the trend line. Okay, I see one over here. So I'm drawing these two resistances together, this and this. Let's see if this respected it. Oh, it was about to get there and it spiked, so you wouldn't have caught that one. Now can you see this ran away from you? This ran away from you, but you caught this huge one. Can you see? So let me check for another one using trend line. Whenever you see lower high after a higher high, you join the eyes together to catch spike. Can you see this one also? So okay, this was the first two, 1 2. So let me draw those two together. So with this, you would have caught this one, and immediately this one occurred, you should adjust your trend line up to this one. Though according to this trend line now, we couldn't catch these two, but immediately it broke the trend line here. If you have bought over here at least up to this level also, so you can see we are okay. So I told you up to the next support or resistance. So if you bought the market here, so you can also use this strategy to buy crash and sell boom. So immediately this trend line was broken, you bought here and you exit here on the next resistance. Let's check. Okay, I think the 5 candles should have been completed right now. So 1 2 3 4 5. So definitely this one has hit our stop loss, so we're closing that. So always learn to close trading smaller loss. Crash 1000 is very wicked. It can start buying for hours from here. It can start buying. So if you're waiting for a spike, that might blow your account gradually. So once it breaks the level where you expected the spike, and it doesn't come, try to close your trade. So this level also, we can try to take a trade there. You can try to take a trade over here also, or better still, you go backward to check for notable resistance levels that it has been respecting very well. So for example, these ones, let's see how far it has been respecting this level. It respected it here, it respected it twice here, it respected it here. So this is a very good one. So anytime the market is getting to this level, you can take a sell. You can take a sell. So let's check crash 500. Okay, crash 500. Crash 500 is currently buying back. Let's check boom 500. Oh, can you see we missed this one? Missed this one. Okay, though it didn't get to the support level before spiking. If we have used this one, this smaller one here, we would have caught the spike. You see, we would have caught the spike. So let's me check boom 1000. This is a okay. Yeah. You can see the analysis I did here. Here. You can see the trend line I drew here. I drew these two supports. 1, 2, okay, these three, let's say these three supports. I drew it together to catch this spike, and this is the huge spike I caught over there. You see that? So, and you see immediately this trend line was broken. So if you sold here, if you sold the market here, let's say for instance you took your profit on this level or on this level, that's a very good one. So you would have taken out of this long sell. So currently it is not really having good shape for trend line, or let me see if these ones can be joined together. Okay, let's see if this one would work. So when it gets to that trend line, we'll try to take a buy. So we'll be waiting for that one. Let's check crash 1000. We are expecting it. It is breaking this level already. Let's be patient for it. You can see that it has been selling. It has been selling, so it might have lost its selling prayer. So it might want to retrace very well. Then you can also combine it with trend lines on the main chart. So the same thing I taught you on this RSI can also be used on main chart, but the RSI works more perfectly than the one on the main chart sometimes. So for example, see this trend line. See this trend line here. Do you see that? So this resistance was joined to this resistance. So I used that one to catch this spike, and I think it's this long one. I used it to catch this long one. Can you see? Now the breaking strategy failed here. So I want you to note that no strategy is 100%. I said once it breaks a resistance, a trend line it has been respecting, once it breaks it, you can take a buy. If it's for crash, you can take a sell. If it's for boom. So see this one now. You can see it broke it a little bit. It doesn't even get to the nearest resistance before dropping down, and that's here. So since then it came back again, broke it, and still came back. Then it does something also. It breaks and retests. I saw it on Boom 1000 the other time. Yeah, I saw it here. There was a break and retest here. For this trend line, you can see it broke the market here, this trend line, and came back here to retest it, and you can see that it's respecting it now. So if it has broken a level and it came back to it like this, to respect it, to go back. Do you understand that? So you can also use this medium to sell. So normally on the main chart, if you are looking at it, if you want to sell here, normally if you are telling someone to sell over here, the person will be telling you, why should I sell? This market is buying. I should be buying over here. But there is something you're seeing on the RSI, which the person trading on main chart is not seeing. So that's it. So, and I've noticed that it seems it's just as if binaries, let's say boom and crash, is using RSI majorly to move, because there are some movements that doesn't even have definitions on the main chart, and when you come to the RSI chart, you will see that it's very clear. Sometimes it even forms head and shoulder on RSI. Let me see if I can get head and shoulder. You can see it even forms double bottom. See, it forms all those shapes on RSI. It seems it's been long, it's formed. Okay, you can see this inverse head and shoulder here. See this inverse head and shoulder. Do you understand? So if you have spotted this inverse head and shoulder, you would have taken that buy here. So you would have taken this spike. Are we on any trade? Okay, no. Let's see if there's anyone we are expecting. We are expecting crash 1000. Okay, we are expecting it to get to this level and take a sell. And we are expecting boom 1000 also. Let me check crash 500. Crash 500 is not having any definite shape for now, according to the strategy. Boom 500 also no shape for now. Maybe if it gets to this zone again, we can take a buy in this zone. So, and you can see what is happening on the main chart. There is this downtrend on the main chart, but on RSI there is a consolidation. So using this consolidation, you can be taking your buy and sell. Buy, sell. So let's go back to crash 1000. Okay, I think I will need to pause this video right now. Yeah, I'll need to pause this video so it won't waste too much of our time. So I will get back to you very soon. Okay, boom, 1000 has gotten to the level now. So, oh fuck, can you see that? I was so sluggish. No. So there are two confirmations here. The main chart, on the main chart it was on a support level. And do you notice something here? Can you notice that it broke that support level a little bit just to respect this RSI trend line. Do you see that? So I was so sluggish there, I would have cut that spike, but at least 22, let's say 23 spikes. Oh, sorry, 23 pips. Oh, okay, at least you can see the strategy is working. It was my sluggishness that caused that one. So back to crash 1000. Back to crash 1000. Okay. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. We missed this one again. We missed this one again. Though this one has not gotten to our entry point at all. So let's see if there was a resistance over there. Let's check. Oh, it respected this resistance. It respected this. Oh, do you see that? This. So that's the strategy. So you can also use the trend line to buy. So if I want to buy over here now, let me see if it is resting on this trend line. Yeah, you can see it's dropped directly on this trend line. And also my SMA 50. Do you see my SMA 50? And also it seems it forms something like inverse head and shoulder. Yeah, inverse head and shoulder. So this is a very good buy signal. And how to stop loss is stop loss below this level. So that's it. Yeah, thank you. God bless you. Bye bye. 1% plus cares. Go forth and show binary Pepe.